Hey, I'm Will from thetennisbros.com, and today I'm testing the Babolat Pure Drive.
The Babolat Pure Drive is known as quite the power and spin machine. It's very light and maneuverable, so you can really attack through the ball and get a lot of spin with this racket. But one of the issues is trying to find control with all that spin and power. To begin with, I found it really difficult to get dialed in with the Pure Drive. It launches the ball at quite a high angle, so I was hitting a lot of balls long, and I had to really focus on getting extra spin just to bring the ball back into the court. The Pure Drive does give you access to a lot of easy power and spin, but I felt like I was having to put a lot of effort into getting extra spin, which kind of negated the power that I was getting with this racket. On the forehand side, this was alright because I often get a lot of spin and I find it quite easy to generate that spin, and I was able to hit through the ball and get the spin, so my shot was alright. But on the backhand, I struggled to hit a heavy ball. There was a little bit of spin and a little bit of power, but it didn't come through to my opponent with that much heavy power on it, and I wasn't able to push him back as I'd have liked. I think that's partly down to a little bit of a lack of stability with this racket. Sometimes you feel like the ball wins the impact with the racket rather than the racket staying really nice and solid on contact, and this is probably the cause for losing a little bit of that sort of heavy power that you see with pro players really pushing their opponent side to side and backwards with a combination of spin and power. If I was to play with this racket, I'd probably string it up with a super control oriented string and make it really tight. Just trying to get rid of that sort of pingy power that it has. The feel to me isn't what I look for. I like something that's quite solid, but with the Babolat Pure Drive, especially if it's not strung heavy or tightly, then you do get sort of a pingy feel to it, which isn't something that I enjoy. At the net, I did struggle with the Pure Drive. The first thing that I noticed was that the angle that the racket launches the ball is, again, quite high. So I floated a lot of volleys went long. And the main thing that I want from a racket when I'm at the net is stability. And I don't think the Pure Drive has much of that. So it certainly wasn't something that I enjoyed at the net. It wasn't terrible, but it's not something I'd recommend at all to people who spend a lot of time at the net. Probably the best part of this playtest for me was the serve. It's so maneuverable and power friendly that you can really hit through this ball. It resulted in me hitting some pretty good serves, getting a few extra miles per hour on everything, and during the points that did work out for me with a few cheap points off my serve. Again, I'd probably string the Pure Drive pretty tight if I was to buy it, just to add a little bit of control to that power that it gives you, but certainly this was the best part of the playtest for me, the serve. I quite enjoyed serving with the Pure Drive. Overall though, it's a very good racket for someone who's looking for something light and powerful. It's lacking the stability on contact to really translate all that swing power into true power. Again, I reckon it would make for a very good racket for juniors, but also adults who like that kind of feel. It is a very good racket, and overall I gave it an 8 out of 10.